525,600 minutes, 525,000 moments, oh dear. 525,600 minutes. How do you measure a year? We all know that there are 525,600 minutes in a year. But besides the minutes, days, months, what else can we measure a year? Or how do you measure a year in life? Jonathan Larson, an American composer and playwright, asked the audience this question in his famous opera, Rent. You can measure a year by counting how many miles you've traveled, how many books you've read, or how many people you make friends with. As for me, the answer varies with time. But when I was 12 years old, I measured that whole year in 365 Chinese speeches. At that time, I was chosen to represent our school for the National Chinese Speech Contest. And in the contest, people have to draw a speech title 30 minutes before you stand on stage, then to deliver a full minute speech. It was a big challenge for me because I've never had this kind of experience before. Fortunately, I had 1 year to prepare for this. And I had a coach, an experienced coach. We all call her Miss Ren. I still remember the first time when I met with Miss Ren. She showed me a metal box, and in that box there were many pieces of paper. Then she told me that they are all speech titles. I've collected them for many years. From now on, you have to practice one every single day. Got it? So now I'm going to show you how we practice generally. Every day, every morning, I have to draw a speech title, then I will go to the public restroom, stood in front of the big mirror, and practice myself. After 30 minutes, I will deliver my speech to Miss Ren directly. Most of the time, I got harsh criticism. For example, I once had to talk about power outage, and my speech focused on what should we do during blackout? Finding the food, having a party, or just go to sleep. Stop it, Miss Ren suddenly interrupted. Tell me, what's the first thing that will come up to your mind during blackout? I don't know. Come on, it must be candle. Then she added on. Look at candle. Look at candlelight and use your imagination. Although the light is dim, still it allows us to see in the dark. Besides, your speech must be inspiring. You should tell the audience firmly that you will never give up, even there is only a gleam of hope. Why? Because candlelight in the dark, it's just like hope during difficulties. Oh, okay. After months of training, my speech seems to be improving little by little. But I really have to say one thing is, there is a big, huge differences between Miss Ren and mine. I wasn't that kind of emotional and sentimental. However, there was something that I could discover in my speech. It was a style, a philosophy, and I finally found out it was my attitude toward life. In a 4-minute speech, what should I do to impress my audience? My answer was to use my own stories, to show them who I am, to reveal my thoughts, and to tell them my ideas about the topic. I finally find out that in this way, I was not only a speaker, but also a storyteller. I used this way to deliver my core message using a series of events that happened to me in the past. And later that year, in the national contest, I drew the title nervously, and you know what? It was Power Outage! Luckily, I was the champion! So, after that, I graduated from the school. As for Miss Ren, she retired the same year. It was so fast that I couldn't have time to say I love her, and I really appreciate that she teach me how to deliver a speech in a short period of time. 525,600 minutes. How do you measure a year in your life? After those challenges, my answer to this question turned out to be, I measure a year by counting how many goals I have, regardless of achieving it or not. Because I know that a year in one's life can be so different and meaningful if you have a dream and you try your best to accomplish it. Toastmasters of Evening.